Hi to everyone, Monsignor, and all our new friends. It's genuinely an honor to be here again. And the proposal I want to share today is the summary of some years of actually asking the same question over and over and over again. How can we actually make change happen? How can we make it happen for a long time? How can we reach all the people that we have to reach? So I guess it all started 6 years ago. We started an organization called Sin Trata that fights against human trafficking, specifically sexual exploitations. And we do it through prevention, because we believe that's a way that we are going to stop fighting against the current, right? But then one of the challenges we face in an organization, and many other organizations might identify here, the first one is, well, we're doing prevention, but number one, Maria is still vulnerable. She still faces emotional, physical, and economic insecurity. So she has information now, but how can we make sure that when the moment comes, this information will be enough to save her life, for her to say no when the amazing opportunity she has been waiting for actually comes? The second challenge we face as an organization is, well, we reached Maria, right? And during this time, these 6 years, we've reached like 24,000 kids. But we still have like 1,300,000 children just in the metropolitan area, just in Mexico City. So how are we actually going to reach all of the rest? And how are we ensuring that the attention we're giving them is actually quality attention? So it's also a problem of resources. How are we going to stretch our human, timely, and economic resources to reach all of these children, right? The third challenge we face is we're giving her prevention, but do we actually know that it works? Can we measure that there's a change in attitudes? And as I said, I have wondered like over and over again, and have really felt a lot of frustration just thinking like, when that moment comes and when that proposition comes for her to leave home, will she be able to survive her own desperation and hopelessness? This proposal does not have beneficiaries but co-creators. In my experience in this time, aid is almost always a trap. I don't believe in assistantialism, and that is something that is key in all of these proposals. What we want is for Maria to be able to outline her problems and to own her problems and her solutions. And well, how are we going to do that? So I'm actually kind of nervous, because I've been for more like a year just kind of tweaking this proposal so that it's a complete circle, so that it's completely sustainable, so that everyone in this cycle of this proposal actually gains someone, so that we're not begging as organizations for aid or for help or for partnerships, but that everyone gets something out of it. So how does this cycle start? Well, we have 3 main stakeholders. Of course, we know that the most vulnerable people are in schools, right? So they're students, and also they're the future, as we like to continuously repeat. So the first main co-creator, not beneficiary, but co-creator, are students. The second are schools. And the third one are partners, which will become sponsors in the time giving. How does the cycle start? Well, first of all, we register schools. We do all of this registering platform online, of course, making use of the tools we have today. The second one is we do group building. So what we want is for Maria and her friends to actually build her group. And through a hand-holding process, through an online platform, we're going to facilitate all of these tools. So Maria is going to learn with her friends, not only have to do design thinking, but actually she's going to learn with her friends how to reach consensus, how to be tolerant, how to include everyone in the process of change. Now, once she has this project, she will start implementing it. She will start testing it until she gets a probable solution, or she learns from those mistakes. So the third part of this stage, which is key, is renewing that cycle. I don't know if you have participated at some point in the MUN, for example. You train in your home, you train in your school, but then you come all together, and that kind of motivates you to actually present and to prepare. So what I was thinking about is we could build this in a scale that fits. We could do it in a small scale, in a big scale, in a district, in a nation. It can actually stretch as much as we want and we wish. So the key is that we get them incentives. So the school wins if the students win. Because we have these partners that would facilitate some kind of reward that promotes their further human development. So they would have, as an award, maybe getting computers in their schools or getting a sports facilities for them. So this way we create an incentive, and recognition also helps them get into this, because they have to agree, as you know, getting schools to actually opening slots for you and giving you time is not that easy. So that's why schools also have to learn. Oh my God. The next thing is that, well, we need to repeat this process, right? It's a cycle, and the cycle has to continue to be repeated on and on and on, so for transformation to actually take place. What will happen? Well, Maria is going to realize that her actions are actually making something happen, something come out of it. So she will have another chance to continue building this transformation. What we want is, first, build social cohesion. Social cohesion and network supports are going to actually protect children from coping methods. Secondly, we want to allow solutions at local levels to happen. We were only talking about that just before. We want people to actually, who are their experts in their own context and situations, to be able to outline what are my situations and my solutions. Secondly, we want to trigger self-empowerment, not empowerment, self-empowerment. And with this, we want to allow local change makers to arise. What we want also is to reduce resource spillage. It's so much money we have to invest just to reach one community. And we want to reduce as well the dependency people have on some programs. The other thing we want is for it to be easily replicated. So in the end, we have a model that is sustainable, replicable, and that causes a systematic change. What I want to say is, we can make this work anywhere, anytime, with who we want. Our job is to create networkship, but to become in this, we have to be eliminated at some point in this process, because it will be up to Maria and her friends, and her teachers, and her neighbors, and her parents, and her community to do the rest of the job. And I believe that's the future of how we need to do the social and how we need to approach these issues. So please, I would love to talk further about this. I'm so sorry, I wish I could speak more, but please, let us gather and let us create new alliances. Thank you so much. Thank you.